Hi, Intuitive D 1111 here, Dionna here. Thank you guys so much for being a part of our Diamond Star Seed family. Thank you guys for taking time to like the videos that you enjoy, as well as subscribing, hitting the notification bell to know first when I upload. And I love reading y'all's comments. I don't get a chance to reply to all of them, but thank you. We cut up in the comments. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, and I wanted to know what people needed to know today, right? The time that you view this video, it's a timeless video, is that somebody is realizing that a situation that they were on the fence about or they had confusion about, there's clarity here. Okay, surprise events, that's like a tower moment, okay? But what I really am seeing here is when we have gang here, all right, this talks about your affiliations. It talks about who you associate with. It talks about what you're a part of, what you stand for. It can talk about your environment, right? Your living arrangement. It can talk about, you know, who you connect with. And as they say, birds of a feather flock together, right? So that is one of the things that you do, in fact, want to consider when you're dealing with someone, is you do want to consider who they're connected to, right? It's like the situations where y'all ever had it where, like I'll take kids, for example. If one kid gets into it with another kid, that kid better make sure, okay, that they handle whatever it is they need to handle, and that they're smart about even getting into it with that kid. Because if something happened to that kid, then who's going to come? That older brother, right? Or that older sister, or that family member, or that parent, right? You following what I'm saying? So when you know that you are blessed by the divine, and you know that you have God behind you, and you know that you stand on truth and clarity, and you move out of love and light from your heart, from the divine, when it says vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, that means that when people are coming against you, right, and trying to attack who you are, then it's time for them to meet your daddy, right, which is Elohim, which is the Most High God. So that's why you have to be careful about how you tread with people. Because what I'm seeing here with the first card out being good reputation is that Diamond Star Seed Collective, there are people that are realizing that they have or they will realize, right? Because we got tower moments, all types of here, all types, you know, in this spread. So someone is realizing that it's a waste of time and their energy for them to try to get revenge on someone that has a good and great reputation, okay? And let's be clear, I'm not talking about, a person that is just, you know, sometimes good to their family, sometimes good to their friends, sometimes good with their lovers. I'm talking about somebody that truly is moving genuinely with everyone that they meet, okay? This is not the type of person that's going to go lie and cheat behind somebody's back. This is not the type of person that is going to do this and do that just to get ahead, right? When you truly have a good or a great reputation, and the people around you know that, then when people try to assassinate your character or they try to come for you, right? Because what I'm seeing here, it looks like a physical altercation, or it's a verbal altercation, or there's somebody wanting revenge. Somebody is realizing that that is a waste of time, because whatever somebody is saying cannot be substantiated. What does this look like? It looks like you no longer being in a friend group, right? Maybe somebody has moved, or maybe somebody has decided that they are moving on from some type of organization or group or affiliation because there is some type of enlightenment that they have gathered with secrets revealed. So someone is realizing here that it was a better move for them to do that, or someone is being encouraged to do that, especially if the group that they're affiliated with or connected to, okay, are being watched by authorities or are doing things that are illegal that they should not be doing. For others of you, somebody is mad at the fact that they can't waste your time anymore. 444 on the timer. The 4 is the card of the Emperor. Okay? All the emperors that are here watching, put your crowns down below. Somebody cannot waste your time anymore. Why? Because you have already caught game to what this person is trying to do. For some of you, this is a person that is never happy with anything that you do, or is trying to keep you limited, or trying to keep you bound, okay? Does not want to see you grow and expand. They want you to still be drinking with them, getting high with them, throwing your life away with them, right? For some of you, they want you to be bibbity bopping with them. They want you to join their group or organization so that they can harness and harvest your energy. They need your energy to go into a pool of energy to manifest things to happen when you are so strong, because you're connected to the Most High God, that you are not an energy harvester. You are an energy generator. Okay? Your power don't go out. People that are part of dark groups and organizations, their power goes out. That's why they have to go and feed off of somebody that is energetically tuned in, divine, and touched by God. That's why they have to go see what they're doing, because they themselves are not listening to the divine. Okay? They're operating through demonic possession or attachment, and they cannot manifest for themselves. So one of the things you have to look for when you are dating, okay, or if you're in any type of connection, is who is their environment, because that'll tell you the sum of who they are. And that's just facts. And I know there's people like, well, I don't be doing the stuff that my friends are doing, and I'm not doing this and this and that. Then why is it you're spending all your time and your love and your energy with people that you feel are a lower vibration than you? If they're not encouraging you to do better, to be better, to feel better, to exceed your goals, to not limit yourself, to become a better human being, to truly care about the community, to truly care about the world, to not just sit around and expect things to be given to you. What is it that was said? It says, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. The main people that have a lot of shit to say are the main people that are not even actively activists for positive change within their community. But then they have problems with everything that somebody says or does. So if somebody is not trying to be a part of the solution, they are a part of the problem. So what I'm seeing over here is with disappointments, yeah, there are a lot of people walking around, okay, that see the glass is half empty and not half full. Their disappointment, everything that the divine tries to give them, is they're not content with it, right? They're like, oh, this person wants to be with me, but what else is out there? I mean, they love me, or they might, care about me, but, they don't make enough money, or they don't look right, or, there's things that could be better. I mean, their looks are good, they bad, but, they a baddie, but, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just unhappy. A lot of times people that walk around that are miserable all the time, and you'll find this trait with a lot of different narcissists. That's why they always triangulate people. Because since they're not filled from within, from the divine, they have to look to external validation. Okay? And when they already have, because their cup is empty, so when they have to have multiple different people pouring into their cup at all times. And I feel like you guys are at the point where you're realizing where there were situations where with splitting hairs, it says differences are so small, finding fault in something minor, petty distinction. This is somebody that is just not happy with anyone that they get. They always find faults, or they want to make arguments so that they can cheat. Right? This is someone here that needs to change their perspective. And for a lot of you, this is an energy that needs to grow up. Okay, there's nothing wrong with, YOLO, right? You only live once, trying different things, going after your dreams, but you don't have to make people your doormats, or you don't have to use bodies as stepping stones just to get ahead. You'd be surprised the reasons why people want to try to come after you and your reputation. It could just be the fact that you are getting success and they feel that they deserve that. It could be the fact that someone loves the fuck out of you and they're mad that that person doesn't love them like that. They're mad that that person doesn't treat them with respect. They're mad that that person, might listen to what you have to say, because y'all are high priestesses and hierophant energies. Okay. So the knowledge that you get, the sacred knowledge that you receive, what does the Hierophant do? He shares it with others, with the community. You guys like to put other people on. You're not someone that is selfish, that only just cares about yourself. But people that only care about themselves, they're not thinking about how their movements affect the next person. So what I'm seeing here is that for some of y'all, or there's someone connected to you, okay, that is a bloodsucker or has been dealing with bloodsuckers, okay, energy vampires. These are people here that they just want to latch on to people for sex, or they want to latch on to people for money, or they want to latch on to, you know, the person that's going to smoke them out, or they want to latch on to the person that's going to put them on. Okay? These are taker energies. And after they take, there's nothing left to give. And then they move on to their next victim. So when you identify energies like that, okay, that feel like sex with you isn't enough, they have to have several different partners. What you're providing for them is not enough. They want to have it all, right? Maybe you have the nice house. They want somebody with a mansion. Maybe you have multiple mansions. They want someone with multiple mansions that has a jet, that has a yacht, that can fly them to the fucking moon. When you're dealing with shallow energies, that shows their immaturity. This is like the fool card. This YOLO card is like the fool card on steroids, right? Normally the fool card is the guy walking with a little dog, and he's walking light. This is a non-committal type, free-spirited energy that is clearly has some type of demonic attachment to it. This is someone that does not want to hold themselves accountable. For some of you, it's the simple fact that some people don't like to be in relationships because they don't want anyone telling them anything. They don't want to listen to advice. They don't want there to be a give and take of advice. They just want to run shit. They want to come in and show up when they want to. Then they want their alone time to work, you know, for this amount of hours or this amount of days, right? And then they want to take off over here and take off over there. That's a sign of immaturity. When a person has not proven that they have had a relationship or a marriage for years, okay, or they've proven that they cannot, that they have never had any type of long-term commitment, that is a red flag, because that shows that that is somebody that just likes to feed and harvest off of other people's energy, as opposed to generating their own and settling down, okay, so that they can actually put seeds into the ground and watch them grow. This is the type of person that before something even gets a chance to get off the ground or grow, they trying to be off to the next field to plant a seed there. Whatever this type of energy is, I feel like whether you are a feminine or a masculine, okay, you have to hold yourself accountable, because energy can be reversed, right? We're going to keep it real around here. If you see yourself in that energy, then you know you have to change. If you're dealing with someone else in that energy, then you know they have to change. Or maybe they've been dealing with people like this, or you have in the past. Whatever it is, I feel like you guys are observant. Okay? You observe people. You guys are a symbol of hope. That's why you guys are the star card. Not just because y'all are diamond star seeds or celebrity diamond star seeds, but because of the fact that you give people hope so that they can look at you and say, hey, you know what? They were going through this and they made it through. I can do the same thing too. But what happens when the people that you're around, okay, once saw that as a beautiful attribute, but then they started to become jealous or envious, or they wanted to try to control you to get you to do what they're doing? A Page of Swords is Aquarian energy, which talks about networking. It talks about friendship. It talks about communication. It also talks about being a humanitarian. So when you observe what people around you are doing, and you realize that that is something that you are no longer fulfilled with, how dare them tell you that, or talk bad about you, or go against you just because you don't want to be in that lower vibration anymore? Because that's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up on here. For some of you, it's a situation where someone with naive, romantically inexperienced and overly romantic, easily tricked and manipulated by others. For some of you, someone could perceive someone this way, and this is who they target. They could target people that are extremely younger than them, because they feel like they know more and they'll have control over their mind. Or they can target people that have not had a lot of partners, because then they feel like, okay, they're going to get them hooked on them or whipped on them and they just going to stick with them and that's it. This is somebody that targets people. Let's be clear. This Tindler Swindler card, yes, it could talk about someone that is a feminine or a masculine, that is a gold digger that runs up somebody's credit cards, or they're a con artist, or they're a scammer, or they're somebody that has dealt with those. But what I'm seeing here is what people don't realize is one of the main things that you can give somebody, okay, a value is your love, definitely. But it is your time and it is your sexual energy, because that is what people use to manifest, whether they realize that or not. So there is somebody that is used to telling people whatever it is that they want to hear because they think that they're smarter than everyone else. Okay, whether they've had a lot of partners or not, whether they've had successful relationships or not, this is someone that likes to prey on people that are loving, that are empathetic, just to get sex from them, just to get money from them, just to get clout from them, or latch on to their coattails. This is also the type of person, whether this is a feminine or a masculine, they are an emotional drama king or queen. Okay, this is someone that will fake like they give a damn about somebody, or they'll accuse somebody of being a drama queen or a drama queen just when they catch on to the fact that they're being manipulated, just for them to get something from them. So I feel like what is coming in for you guys, or the person that has their eyes on you, or that's to come, is a transformative connection. Okay, it says transformative and rebirth, motivation and drive, sacrifice. It says intense chemistry, excitement. This is somebody that is not just that there will be passion between the both of you, but this is someone that gets you excited to wake up in the morning. You shouldn't have to have anyone else give you excitement to wake up in the morning, but this is someone that carries, for some of you, they carry fire energy, right? Maybe they have Aries, Leo, Sag, and their sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, whatever it is. This is somebody that is a catalyst, not just for themselves, but for other people too. This is someone that helps get people going. They give them knowledge. They give them inspiration. They give them innovation. They give them hope. They let them know that things will not always be the way that they were before in previous relationships. So that energy is already around you. You're already dealing with that energy, or that is what's to come. So you could have people in your past, or they could have people in their past that want to destroy that. They're mad that they cannot manipulate this person anymore. That's what it is. Because confusion is in reverse. So there is somebody that is just very with revenge and cut it off. Okay? I feel like somebody might have a tendency to be avoidant or run from love, but that's in reverse, which shows me if somebody is running from fake love. They're running from people that just want to use them for their body, or just want to use them because they make them feel good to be around them, or they just want to use them for their money. That's what someone's running away from. They're not running away from true, genuine love. They're running away from fake love. That's what I'm seeing. And now somebody could be mad. Or someone could be mad at themselves because when they had a beautiful opportunity, they came towards it with whack-ass lame energy. So with the World card, somebody has learned the lesson here. Gloria a Dios. Somebody has learned the lesson. The World card talks about victory and success. It could talk about the fact that you could be dealing with someone from a different place, a different country than you. Someone here could speak multiple languages. Okay, someone here could be very well-read or intelligent, or someone here could be very street smart. Somebody also is prepared for battle. And this is the last major arcana. So to be at the World card, that means that somebody has already shown that they've gone through a lot of different challenges and they've made it through. Okay, they know what it takes to work on a connection or to have a connection, because they have in fact had connections with longevity before. They know what an equal give and take looks like. That is Emperor or Empress energy. Okay, a lot of you guys, you're meant to be, you're either known worldwide or you're meant to be helping those around the world, guiding them, teaching them how to get started in the things that you already know how to do. I feel like someone is closing out a cycle with a previous mentality where they limited themselves. Okay? A person that sleeps around with a lot of different people, they're limiting their growth potential. They're limiting what they can have in life. They are. Because by the time they decide that they're ready for love and they've already burnt a lot of different bridges, karma comes into play. And that one person that they really love, or that one person that they really want, when they're finally ready, that person could be gone, or they meet that person and connect with that person, but they have karma to pay. So they've sowed bad seeds with their lovers. Now that is what they are reaping. And they're wondering, damn, so this is how it feels to be heartbroken. So this is how it feels to be cheated on. So this is how it feels to be manipulated and used for money. So this is how it feels to have somebody not want to make time for me, or spend time with me, or not want to see me, or not want to call me. Those could be those same things that somebody was doing to someone else. So somebody is learning a powerful lesson. And if they want to have good karma, which is dharma, then they'll know, okay, from this day forward, I need to learn that lesson on how not to treat people and start treating people with the appropriate actions, right? So for a lot of you, what I see, there is somebody here that is closing out old cycles and they're starting something brand new. They could be starting something, having a new beginning with a person, if someone has learned a lesson, or this is someone here that wants to take action towards many different areas within life. That's what I'm seeing. Somebody here, they're having an opportunity to do that if they can close out whatever these negative patterns are, or people that they know just are never going to change. And that's what somebody is doing with the Four of Pentacles reverse. Somebody is letting go of people that just hold on to their energy, but don't show and feed them lip service, but don't actually show them the actions like they care. Yeah. Someone is not holding on to a particular energy anymore, or a negative mindset anymore, because somebody knows the truth now with the Queen or King of Swords. Somebody has learned a lesson, so you better believe they don't want to learn that lesson again. That's what I'm seeing here. And in doing that, somebody is inviting in an energy where they will be in sync, balance, right? A deep knowing, connection, someone that's a good communicator and they express it. This is somebody that's direct. This is someone that speaks their truth. This is someone that is a walking tower to different people, just as you are. This is someone not to be played with, because someone is already done with people that are Casanovas or finessers that are not changing or don't want to change, or they like some type of lifestyle, okay? And it doesn't matter it doesn't matter what somebody has on the outside. This is talking about what someone has on the inside. Somebody can't sit around and think that because they have a distinguished degree and many accolades that they could treat people like shit. Or they can't sit around and think that because they know how to work people and hustle people and everything else, that they could do all that and get away with it. Or they can't think that someone should just bow down to them and kiss their ass just because they have some type of level of success or fame. I feel like what's happening is these are the days of collections, and whatever people are doing is coming right back to them in huge tower moments. So we have good reputation, lost, get rich quick, jealousy. And somebody is jealous of how someone makes their money. They're jealous of who their partner is. They're jealous that somebody doesn't want to be lost in the sauce. Somebody is confused about that. Okay, it's a surprise here because somebody was trying to paint someone else to be a deceptive, or there's someone here that's going through a tower moment because they were deceptive. They were in fact lying, right? They were in fact cheating. Whatever it is that somebody was doing, they're mad that someone doesn't want to conform and be a part of that anymore. See, before when someone wasn't loving themselves, they could follow the crowd. Now that somebody, loves themselves, they're not going to allow those different types of things to go on. But I feel like the people that that truly do not love themselves, okay, and they're looking for external validation, they're going through a tower moment here because secrets have been revealed. Someone notices where they had unhealthy boundaries. I feel like somebody is letting go of bad behavior, or they need to. And there's people that could feel betrayed because somebody doesn't want to have nothing to do with them anymore. And that's because they've already chopped it up to the game, that they've learned that lesson. That person is a cheater. They're a gold digger. They want to be an F-boy and F-girl. There's no growth and expansion with them. They're there for a good time, not a long time. And somebody has already called judgment on the situation. Okay, yeah, they want an emotionally fulfilling connection. They want an emotionally fulfilling home. They want an emotionally fulfilling partner. And that's what somebody has or will get. They have a choice here with the Lover's card. There's a partnership. I feel like somebody here with the Five of Swords reverse, the Hierophant reverse, somebody could need to get divorced, or they need to let go whoever this non-committal energy is that just wants to be casual and doesn't know what they want. This person is lacking direction. This person has clearly missed an opportunity, and anything that they're trying to manifest in a love connection is just going to go up in flames because why would the divine send them a great partner if this is how they out there treating people? They're not listening to the divine with the Hierophant being in reverse. They're not. I feel like what's happening here is that, y'all are not confused. You're protected by the divine. You have a financial breakthrough, and whoever was getting money in an illegal way could be doing time, or whoever was over here trying to come against someone's reputation, right? Slander is when you say something that is untrue. It's a false statement and you say it to a third party. Okay. Libel is when you decide that you are going to actually put that in a written form and it's not true and it cannot be substantiated. Now you have to be careful, because if it can be substantiated, okay, and witnesses get subpoenaed, okay, then there you go, right? So somebody here needs to think through. Because whatever type of lies that someone is trying to do, whoever these fake friends are, or for some of you, if you're not dealing with this, someone in your energy is dealing with this. They just mad that someone has an offer or invitation. For some of you, they just mad that, you moving forward and you have new love, or that you have someone that already is in love with you. And maybe there's someone around that has a problem with it. They want to fight somebody behind this here, all because they feel someone's looking in another direction. But somebody has learned everything that they needed to learn about a situation or a group. Okay, or about their own behavior. So now somebody is ready for this blessing from God with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, somebody is healing. They're looking at things from a different perspective here. And there's people that are volatile or jealous about this. Okay, this could be someone married acting single, or when they get it, or they don't like relationships.